as I said before, we will be heading on over to go see Serene Gerard here in just a bit. Deal with any mud crabs, pretty much are just looking around for something to do. But pretty much good old Serene is pretty much right here.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here. Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Just look around, will you? Isran? Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me... Yes, that was my point. I felt it was rather clear. Look, what is it you want from me? Vampires. Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well, what are they up to? Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least 1 intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you? Well, then I'm very sorry, but I can't just walk away from this project yet. I understand that, but I really can't leave here without at least 1 usable piece of dwarven equipment. A single gyro would be enough, I think. Believe me, this is useful stuff.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk.
Okay.
Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Just 1 gyro. 1, and I can get back to work. Where?
Yeah, of course, this freaking butthead pretty much decides to give me more than I really need to carry. So, pretty much appreciate that. Appreciate that, good sir. But pretty much now, I have to go find this satchel. There's satchel here, which, if I remember right, it's supposed to be, yep, right here. And take all those with me, and just walk very, very slowly, because anything dwarven is going to be relatively heavy.
What would mud crabs want with my satchel anyway? I understand that, but a single gyro would be enough, I think. Believe me, this is useful stuff. Thank you. It's not much, but this will help a great deal with some things I've been researching. Now, where is it Isran expects me to go? Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there. Good day.
Well, can't hide from me.
Okay. Sorry. sure exactly what's is happening right now, but what are you, dude? Oh, you're a hunter. Exactly, are you hunting there, bud? Well, I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm gonna actually sell those freaking gyros. I'm gonna actually keep one. But probably gonna do probably some of that, and probably some selling as well. So that'll be off screen. So I'll be back in just a little bit. All right, so I am back. So from now, I'm gonna head on over to Fort Dawnguard, which has probably seen a few improvements since the last time we've actually been there. Which has been probably a while. Probably a long time. Can't even remember exactly when, but pretty much they finally put up some gates here. Go ahead and close them. Just so that some naughty vampires won't be able to get in. Looks like they still have some dead bodies still roaming around.
I hope the vampires try to attack us here. A lot easier than hunting them down in their holes.
I agree. It'll be very, very easy. Alright, now
All right,
meet.
You've got us all here. Now what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
You're getting
Vampire.
along with this, Ron. It takes some getting used to.
Vampire, you say, eh? Well then, let's see here, we just gotta try to actually find them. The staircase. Nope, that's not it. There should be like a staircase that got up there. Unless this is it. No, yeah, that was right.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. This is Fort Dawnguard. Originally owned by the Jarl of Riften back in the Second Era. It was a bit of a black mark on the Hold's history. I'm trying to put it to good use. I'm trying to put it to good use. Soreen needs help with her project to improve our crossbows. And if that doesn't interest you, speak with Gunmar. He has something for you. Watch your back.
Alright. Yes, we will just go ahead and follow him. And we'll do those side projects here in a little bit.
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again. I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen, before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me. The reason I had it, and why I was down there, it all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it. It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I'm sorry. I had heard there were vampire hunters here. I thought they might want to know about a vampire plot to enslave the rest of the world. Was I wrong? Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now? Why? Because of that story about the prophecy, about some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that? Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before you know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
Alright. So, pretty much now she pretty much becomes a follower. Pretty handy follower. So, let's see here. The next thing I kind of want to do, grab some more crossbow bolts for my crossbow, which pretty much everybody should know pretty much by now. I actually do have a love affair with the crossbow, and I would love nothing more to get more crossbow bolts, if at all possible, as soon as I can actually find the person. I can find Serene. Find Serene here. Which I actually got a letter from a courier a few episodes back about that. I do that as well. Let's see here. So that's Gunmar. Serene should be right over here.
Well, this isn't exactly a palace, is it? Still, it's sturdy, secure, and it seems defensible. I suppose I'd rather be here than most other places in Skyrim. If Isran needs me, it must be pretty bad. I wonder what we're up against here. I want to add some punch to our crossbow capabilities. I've done all I can on my own. I need a little inspiration. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer artifacts. I take them apart, poke around in their guts, and try to figure things out, with mixed results. But as luck would have it, I've tracked down the location of some actual Dwemer diagram drawings. So, if you'd be a dear and collect those plans for me?
Sure, why not?
It's
buy
sort
some.
of a random assortment of things. See anything useful?
Oh god, you would be pretty much a godsend. There we go. Let's see here. Pretty sure there's nothing really here that I can really get rid of, but doesn't hurt. Doesn't actually hurt to sell some stuff here. Give her some of those gyros that she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she also, Serana actually does some stuff too, instead of just like standing around doing nothing. Kind of an interesting map there. But we are actually gonna go visit the College of Winterhold to find out some more about the Moth Priests. Fairly certain I did. Oh, no. Nope, I lied.